the story about man named Shivam, played by Imran Hashmi, a heartbroken brave and loyal gangster, and right-hand man of Bharat Malik, played by Ashutosh Rana. Basically a businessman who owns a chain of hotels in Hong Kong. Shivam is given the responsibility of one of his hotels, which he runs responsibly and well, making it much more famous and successful than Malik's other hotels. Malik holds Shivam in the highest respect due to Shivam's loyalty, solidity, and business understanding, and treats him like an admired son whom he charged with almost everything, indeed. More so than his own son, Rani, played by Salil Acharya. This is the reason of much jealousy on Rani's part for Shivam, but because to Malik's so much support for Shivam, Rani does not dare to openly oppose him. Shivam has a very good childhood friend, Kabir, played by Saad Randhawa, who helps him with everything. Malik's brother, Rajan, played by Ashish Vidyarthi, and Rajan's ruined son Munna, played by Purab Kohli, nurture a hard feeling against Shivam because of Shivam's repeated dispute with Munna. Munna is mainly responsible for the start of most of these conflicts. He time and again puts Shivam down as Malik's labor. Once by murdering an employee of Shivam's hotel who stopped Munna in bed. When Shivam comes in to look into this incident, Munna insult him, the dead girl, and warn him to tell Malik, resulting in Shivam thrash out against Munna and all his men. This causes an rise of the fight between Munna, his father Rajan, and Shivam. One day, Malik tells Shivam to keep an eye on his young girlfriend Rima, played by Mrinalini Sharma, whom he doubted of having an affair with someone else, while he is away on a business trip. Rima is a young Pakistani girl, a religious Muslim, and a victim of human trafficking, whom Malik had bought in the Bangkok flesh market. If Rima is found cheating on Malik, Shivam is to inform him immediately. In Shivam's talk with Rima, he recalls his lost love, Aliyah, played by Shreya Saran, in a sequence of flashbacks. Aliyah was a religious Muslim, who Shivam had met by chance in the marketplace one day. They both eventually fell in love. But when her father saw them together, he angrily opposed them, beat Aliyah physically in public for making physical contact with her lover in a non-private place. He also exposed Shivam's gangster background to a shocked Aliyah, leading to Shivam's instantly offering her father his gun, saying that he was wanting to let go of everything, start anew, and legal provide for Aliyah if he is allowed to be with her. Aliyah's father recovers from his initial surprise quickly, and shoots at Shivam with the gun, who ducks to avoid the bullet. The bullet hits Aliyah instead of Shivam, killing her and temporarily driving Shivam over the edge. A feeling of guilt and sorrow, at Aliyah having died because he tried to save his own life, remains with him hereafter. Aliyah's father quickly commits suicide when he realizes what he has done. Shivam discovers one night that Rima has an affair with a boy named Bilal, played by Rehan Khan, who assure her to run away with him back to Pakistan. Shivam tells Malik, who orders Rima's elimination however. When he approached the couple to eliminate them, she dares him to shoot her, claiming that freedom is her right, requesting mercy for God's sake. Shivam is reminded of Aliyah's religious habit, which bear a strong similarity to Rima's, and is unable to shoot her, leaving her alive. Malik tries to reach Shivam, who severs contact with the former, leading to Malik finding out about his misbehavior. Shivam plans to quickly run away from Hong Kong back to India with Kabir, who is extremely unwilling to do so. Eventually, he double-crosses Shivam to Malik, whose count for Kabir goes up. Malik has Shivam caught, and orders Rani to beat Shivam, until he agrees to kill Rima when Shivam not ready to do so even after Malik offers him a second chance. Malik is shown to be honestly hurt and sad at what he recognizes as Shivam's deception, and hands over Shivam's position in the business to Kabir. Malik makes up the old fight with Rajan and Munna, and combine their gangs and businesses, with Malik asking that Shivam be brought before him alive so that Malik can kill him personally. This occurs in Kabir's presence, who is terribly penitent to the point of not wishing to live any more over his betrayal of Shivam. Shivam manages to escape Rani, and seeks refuge in the monastery of a monk whom he had once set free from death. He recovers from his injuries, and reminded of Aliyah and her belief in freedom, decides to not continue running all his life to save his own life, but to complete someone else's dreams, namely, bring together Bilal and Rima and send them to the monastery, where arrangements are made to ship Bilal and Rima to Hong Kong. Shivam tracks Rima, killing Rajan when he hit Rima and refuses to reveal where she is. At the cost of a knife wound to his side, he tricks Munna into revealing Malik's plans regarding Rima, which are to sell her to the person who enjoys her the most. Munna tells Shivam everything about it, including the location, believing Shivam to be disabled by his wounds, and is immediately killed by Shivam when he tries to run away upon realizing that is not the case. Shivam finds Rima and Malik, who is madly angry at Shivam standing against him, when he had cared for Shivam so much. Ridicule Shivam's new belief in God and freedom. Shivam kills Malik, escapes with Rima to the shipping docks, where Bilal is waiting. Kabir shows up to fight Malik's men and buy Shivam time, and is brutally killed in the fight. Bilal manages to force Rima to escape to the ship, who is unwilling to leave Shivam behind. Rani and his men arrive and Shivam manages to kill them all in a gunfight, but is extremely wounded himself. As he lies dying, he comes to terms with his past, forgiving himself and visualize Aliyah smiling down upon him. The movie ends with Rima in a conference in Pakistan, where she tells her story of the Awara who sacrificed his life to save her, and encouraged those present to stand up for victims of trafficking.